stadium behind you?
It's crazy, man. I've come a long way, but it's like it passed by fast, watching all the guys leave and stuff. I'm there for 6 years, a couple years longer than I'm supposed to be. But it's been a long journey. It's a blessing to be here, man.
This is my favorite question to ask before senior day. What have the past seniors told you to expect on this day on Saturday for you?
It's be an emotional day. It's the last time walking down that what do you call it, the ramp. It's gonna be emotional. It's like a crazy feeling when you think back on it.
And Skipper said yesterday that it doesn't really hit you until afterward. Is that accurate, do you think? Or I guess you wouldn't
Yeah,
know until you go through it.
yeah. It's hitting me a little bit now, just thinking about it, like, dang, I only have one more time to play in the stadium, but I think it'll hit more afterwards for sure.
We know about the senior day tradition, obviously running out, getting other senior week traditions, this week. And if so, can you share what those are? And like maybe if you have to speak, what's going to be your message?
Uh, for the tradition, they have to carry me off the field for sure. Position group to carry seniors off the field. But if I have to speak, I just say this has to mean something to you, man. Like playing here, it's like it has real tradition. It has to like mean something. That's the biggest thing. Like just playing for everybody else who's come before you and coming after you. So just represent.
Kind of building on that theme, I would think, and I'd be interested to get your take on it. Are the players kind of rallying around, trying to get the job for Coach Skip? I mean, is that something that you guys are talking about?
That's big on us, because we love that guy. He's a great coach, so I feel like he deserves the job. He can make something happen with this program, so we want to rally around him and make sure he gets it.
So some people look at it and they say, oh, 5-5, right? I mean, I know you got the bowl game to play for. Senior day is big, but
Yeah.
there could be some people on the outside who say, what do you guys have to play for? But that's not the case, right?
You can play for. If you have a game left, there's something to play for, man. It doesn't matter you're 0-10 or whatever. You play for the next game. Play for the man beside you. That's something to play for.
How personal did this defense take the last game against Air Force, where they ran the ball 80 times? How personal did it take the game, and how's that going to translate to this Saturday?
Take it very personal. When somebody runs the ball on you 80 times, it hurts. So coming in this game, we know we have to step it up and just execute like we're supposed to do and how we expect to do.
And then Colorado State has a lot to play for themselves. Mountain West Championship game spot. Is that on the mind of this team to make sure that doesn't happen?
Yeah, it's everything's on the mind of the team to get a bowl game. Get the 6th win. So ruining their season helps us out.
What sticks out to you about Colorado State's offense?
Say it again.
What sticks out to you about?
They run the ball well. They stick to what they do. They don't change it up. So you gotta respect that. So that's the biggest thing about them. They do what they do. You gotta stop it.
You're a senior. You've been here a long time.
Yeah.
Just senior day, and senior week, I guess, because it's a whole week, right?
Yeah.
What are the emotions like for you right now? Are you kind of finding that you're finding some emotions you didn't expect?
I'm trying my hardest not to get lost in the emotions because, at the end of the day, we got to go out there and try to win, right? But, I was thinking about it, especially this past week because it was bye week, just all the memories I've been through, all the people I met, all the relationships I had in the moments. I think the best way to cherish those and to, just remember the people who I've been through it with is just to go out there and play my game tomorrow or Saturday and try to win that game. So that's really how emotional I'm feeling, yeah.
Yeah. I was asking Malachi about it, but, I feel like, we're not here every day, so we don't know for sure, what you guys are feeling. But I got a feeling, right, that you guys are kind of rallying around the idea of not only finishing strong, but maybe getting that job for Coach Skip.
Yeah, for sure. I think, obviously we had a couple rough patches these past couple weeks, and especially with this bye week and coming together as a team, we just got to play together. Play for one of each other, play for the guy next to you, and I think everything will take care of itself if we do that. So just having trust in each other, and the coaches, and just ending it off the right way.
We know what you've given to the program, right? 51 starts in your career, but what has the program given to you?
Everything, really. I came here like how everyone comes here, a young adult trying to get into the world, exposed to what's out there. But the people here and just the program in general helped me through it all. Gave you a lot of tips and a lot of methods to the madness of life, right? And just using what I've been given here and taking that on throughout my life, I think is the most important thing. So, yeah, this program's helped me a lot.
How grateful are you for that championship 2 years ago?
I'm so
capstone on your career.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for that. Especially us guys who were here during the championship, just remembering that team, how we were, and forever grateful. Obviously when you're in the moment, you don't fully take it all in, but now being after all of that, it's awesome.
Did you reach out to any of your former teammates about processing the emotions of Saturday and going down the ramp and enjoying it, living through it, but then also, like you said, focusing on the game?
Yeah, I haven't yet, but I probably will these next couple of days, just reminiscing on the old times. But I know those guys went through it, and, there's some guys who obviously are in the league now, and then some who are doing well for themselves outside of life. Just understanding how they went through it and just trying to be the best example for other guys too.
Family, who's coming for you? Who's going to be there showing support?
Mom and dad, really all my family, immediate family and stuff like that. I think my mom and dad are going to be announced when I go out there, but I'm sure I'll have a lot of family over there, so I'm excited.
Thanks, Mose. I got a funny question for you.
Oh, yeah.
Before we let you go, because gosh, you've been here a long time, and we don't really know. Can you pronounce the proper pronunciation of your name for me?
Mose Vavao.
Oh, there you go.
So here we are, right? It's been a journey, right? So like, what are you kind of feeling right now on a week like this?
Man, it's surreal, man. Been here for a very long time, and like it's my last time playing in Bulldog Stadium, man. Trying to hold back the tears right now as I'm speaking. No, but it's been a blessing to be here for so long, and I wouldn't trade for anything else in the world. I wouldn't trade my journey one bit.
Is it hard on a week like that where you are kind of, probably having all these memories flashing in your mind, all that, to kind of focus on the game?
I mean, like, still gotta get the job done, but like, they are in my head. All the memories, all the things I've been through here, all the adversity I faced, all the friendships I made, and like, it's been a lot. So it's definitely been running through my head all throughout this week.
Is there a rallying cry right now? Not only to finish strong, but maybe do it for Coach Skip.
For sure, do it for ourselves, do it for Coach Skip, do it for the Valley, finish strong. We may not be in the circumstances we want to be in, but even though when the cards are dealt against us and we're not where we want to be, we still got to fight and finish strong. So that's the main thing been preaching is fighting.
Obviously, the season isn't over yet, though, but looking back at your career, what will stand out to you the most?
Stand out to me the most? Man, probably 2020 season. That's probably a magical season. Still talk about it to this day with my teammates how crazy that season was. So that's probably one of my favorite seasons.
Sure, and Skip was talking about how the offense, especially the quarterback play and everything else is really good and solid. What has stood out to you in order for the defense to stop them come Saturday?
Something that stood out to us is stopping their run. They have pretty good running backs, have a pretty good run game, so we got to stop their run, and it's the main thing we're focusing on, preaching.
Did you spend any time in the last week just thinking about how to process, enjoying the moment of being a senior, running down the ramp for the last time, and then focusing on the game, right? Because you got to almost flip a switch right after a lot of emotions, right?
Yeah, so yes, I have been thinking about that. Got to think about don't be sad that it's over, be glad that it happened. So that's something I've been thinking of. So, be able to flip that switch, might shed a few tears, but it's time to lock back in and get the job done.
And you guys are a win away from being bowl eligible. You've been to a lot of bowls in your time as a Bulldog.
Yeah.
For those who haven't experienced it maybe on this team, just can you share what you all are playing for? In terms of the excitement and what that brings to a program at the end of the season?
It brings extra practices, extra time with teammates. Season is over so fast versus not playing a bowl game. Season's over in November, December, but you get one more time with your teammates to spend time with them, hang out with them, stuff like that, and play one more game. So it's another opportunity to bond with your teammates, as I see it as.
When the fan base reflects back on your career, what do you want them to remember about Devo?
Devo Bridges, a selfless guy. I do anything for this team. A team captain that did his best to lead his team. Something I want them to remember.
And the last question for me, what kind of performance can we expect from not only you individually, but the whole entire defense against the Rams for the Red Wave on Saturday?
We want to play our hearts out, give everything we can, like every week.
Devo, real quick, are there some senior, we know about senior day, right? But are there some senior week traditions that you guys have? Can you share with us? And
yes.
If so, if you speak, and if so, what are you going to say?
No, I don't speak. One tradition we have, though, is that for the seniors, they get carried off the field one last time. So we usually do it our last practice in the stadium, so before a bowl game. But so your position groups carries you off the field up the ramp.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a tradition we have.
And then one more thing, just last year, obviously, I'm sure, senior day, you want to send those seniors out with a win, right? And it was a disappointing night, obviously.
Definitely.
At Valley Children's Stadium. How much is that serving as motivation?
Yeah, I do regret not sending my seniors off right, but I do tell my young guys, make sure y'all send me off right, man. I don't want y'all to live with that regret of not sending your big brother off right, so send me off right. That's what I tell them.
I love it. All right.
Hey, Tyler, we've been calling your name since you were Bull Pup, and this is the dream, man. Can you tell us how you're feeling, given that you got one more run down the ramp?
It's surreal to think that that it's the last time, but it's going to be fun and real excited for it. So, I've never been anything except for a bullpup or a bulldog ever since I was 7 years old. So it's pretty exciting for the last one.
Did you, given the bye week, did you spend any time thinking about kind of the emotions you'll feel?
Not really. I spent some time with my family, just hanging out with them. My mom we were kind of talking about it a little bit, and my dad, but I just try to get away a little bit and not think about that stuff until it comes time.
And then let's talk about what's going to happen on the field. I mean, this team trying to get back on track, trying to become bowl eligible. What would that mean for this program?
It would mean a ton if we could become bowl eligible. We're just, we're working hard to push through the hard times and try to get back to Bulldog football as it should be.
You've been a two-way player. You've done fullback, you've done linebacker. What are you most looking forward to? What's the game plan for your place on the way? You do more offense, defense, or what's the game plan?
Just wherever they put me in on the field, I'm going to do my best to help the team. That's all I can really say. That's what I'm going to try to do.
How would you describe your journey as a Bulldog? I know it took a little bit of time maybe for you to kind of get into a position of making a big impact. Like, when you look back on it, maybe it didn't go perfectly according to plan, but how would you describe it?
Yeah, I would say, obviously, you want to come in, you want to start, you want to be the big star, but at the end of the day, it's a team game, and all I'm really focused on is the team winning, and whatever role I play in that, whatever little role, big role, whatever it is, that's all I can do, and that's all I really want to do too.
It's just kind of weird for us too, because I flash back to your signing day at Hanford High School, right?
Yep.
And it doesn't seem that long ago, to be honest with you. Did it live up to your expectation, being a Bulldog?
Yeah, it did. Coming down the ramp, seeing the red wave every game, how loud the stadium got, having the full red on or whatever union combination we had, and getting to play with my brothers and going out and hitting people. That's all I ever really wanted to do. So, yeah, it's certainly lived up to the expectations.
Do you have plans to hopefully try to play football beyond this year, or what are your future plans?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it as far as I can. That's what I'd say about that.
And I wanted to ask you just about kind of a rallying cry for this team, because I know that Coach Skip's kind of beloved on this team. And do you sense that you guys are kind of feeling that, hey, let's go win this one for him as well, try to get him this job?
Yeah, most certainly. Coach Skip's a great guy. He's the most deserving guy for the job, and we really want to get out there and play for him and do what we can to help him out.